Hello once again everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. It's been a while since I've done a vlog. It's been a while since I actually made a video. This is mainly because my brother, younger brother Ben's been here for the last week. He's going to Norway with my older brother. I could have gone, but it's not that I couldn't afford it. I just really needed to keep focusing on trying to find a job and stuff like that. Just in case, this week I might have got an interview or got called back to the training session for one thing or other, and that might have led to me getting an actual job, which is probably more important than having a holiday, even though I've not had one for a very long time. Technically, I mean, obviously I get these big periods of times where I get a lot of free time, which you could consider a holiday, but most of the time, at least these days, is me searching for a job. I mean, going up to see my dad could be called a holiday, but it's more, to me, spending time with my dad. I mean, he lives up in Bridlington, so it's sort of a holiday place. There are quite a lot of people, well, Britons, English people, and possibly several foreigners who come and visit this country might go and visit. But Scarborough and Whitby are probably the bigger places, and all, Bridlington's sort of the out there and not really that known and not having terrible attractions. Although it does have Flamborough Head close by, but it's just, to me, it's the last couple of years. At the start, when I even first moved up there, like 14, 15, I thought, yeah, it's a holiday kind of deal. But now, with me being older, it's more, I'm still spending time with my dad, who I love, and it's good times. Last time I did an update vlog, it was just before my graduation, I believe. I think it was just a week before my graduation, obviously, no. Well, I already technically graduated, but the graduation ceremony was in a place called Trentham Gardens. Basically, it's like this, easiest way I can describe it is, throughout this country we have these houses, big manor houses, mansion type places like Hardwick Hall and Chatwick is the two examples who are relatively close by and pretty famous, particularly both Hardwick and Chatsworth. Well, I think Chatsworth, both of them have been used as film sets. I'm pretty sure was it either Hardwick or Chatsworth was filmed for Malfoy Manor in the later Harry Potter films. One of them, I think it was Hardwick that was used for that, and Chatsworth was used for Pride and Prejudice and stuff like that, because that's basically where it actually happens in the novel. Whoever wrote it, the famous person back in the 18th century who wrote a lot of romance novels and stuff. Back then. And so I used to quite famous things. But Trentham Gardens was basically the one near Stoke, but it was the Lord guy who owns it, because it's typically owned by people. So it was like Lord Derbyshire who owned Chatwick, I think, or was it someone else, like a Southern Lord? But it was like his Northern holiday home kind of deal, something like that, like a famous lord owns these houses kind of deal. But this famous this lord who's not famous, basically in the 50s or 60s was not exactly. Just didn't use the Trentham Gardens place, or use something along those lines. He just moved away and stuff and wasn't using it, so he gave it to the councils, and the council pulled the house down, as they do. But the gardens are still up and running. It's got a nice lake and stuff, and it's really beautiful place. And then they set up all these tents and stuff. You got to see a couple of my uni mates, and went into this whole place with the graduation ceremony itself, which took, I think, about an hour. I don't know, it seemed quite a while because they had probably about 200 to 300 people's names they read off. It took a long time in a very hot room in full gown and gown, hat and whatever else. Fortunately, I currently do not have any photos of me. My mum and dad took some. I'm going to go see my dad at the end of this month, so I'll get some off him. He says not a lot of them turned out great from the inside, but the outside ones turned out pretty decent, so I'll post them probably to my Facebook and stuff. If you're my Facebook friend, you can probably see it, and if not, I might include one or two in a vlog if I find some nice ones. I'm meant to be getting the professional one I got done by Tempest, which is basically me holding the degree feint certificate, which I still haven't got, surprisingly. And then I got confirmation, yep, you got a 2-2 and all that kind of crap, but still not got that. But that was a good day. Got to see my dad for a couple of hours, which was good. And hung out with him, stuff like that. And more importantly, the weather was pretty nice. Well, I've been down there. Actually, the weather's been pretty nice for the last couple of weeks. Well, last month kind of deal. It seems that we are actually getting out of summer this time. But of course, when I actually planned to do stuff, like this weekend, for example, me and my friend Augie or Laura, I think I've mentioned it a few times probably. She's basically my best friend, and probably one of my only friends. Well, the only friend I've got really around where I live currently, pretty much. The one I keep talking to since secondary school. So I've known her 10 years at this point, roughly, just about. So you know, good old relationship, good old long friendship kind of deal. And she's like, yeah, you want to come to Matlock this week? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm not doing anything. So we went to Matlock, which is kind of tourist attraction in the Peace District. It's pretty Matlock and Matlock Bath, because there was like Roman baths there and then some other baths there as well, I think, from like the early 1700s and stuff. Because you got nice spring water and stuff, so we went out there, and of course it pretty rained this weekend, like Friday and Saturday. Sunday wasn't too bad, so, but you know, so it's like, go out, it's raining, great. But earlier this week, again with my brother, I actually went walking with him near where Chatsworth actually is. We parked at a place called Robin Hood pub, which is near Baslow Edge, which is again famous scene in Pride and Prejudice, because she's like standing on top of Baslow Edge looking out kind of deal. So there's that. But you know, so yeah, it was a nice good walk. We walked for about 2.5 hours, I think. I got some scratches on my knees from thorns because we did a little bit of off-roading when we lost the path, but we got back onto it. But it was a really nice day kind of deal. So good old walk around there. But as well as that's just the general stuff I've done a few interviews this week, or last week and the week before. I think I've got something with the co-op, but they've not recently contacted me for an induction day, which is basically to do this job. I need to do the day of training kind of deal, and then I can be able to just do this job. But they've not phoned me up for an induction day. There was like one the day after I did my interview, but that was when I had the other interview, which I fucked up and didn't get the job for, basically because I'm like, the way I am is I'm really very passionate about what I want to do, which is games design stuff, and I acted really very passionate about that, but not too much about the job I was actually applying for, and that didn't get me the job, basically because the job would have required me to spend about a year training, which and they just expect you to stay with the company kind of deal. But again, it was really very good experience, which helped me out probably with the interview I did last week, which was for a marketing apprenticeship in a local area. So basically, yeah, that's a good time. If I do get that, I'm not going to bollocks it up by saying, oh yeah, just simply because pretty much this marketing thing would be very useful for me. Just again, just to have a job for, and it seemed like probably for a year. It's like a marketing apprenticeship, so it'd be for about a year. It'll take me for them to train, but again, it could be giving me very useful skills in marketing area, which is something I've never done. But again, games need marketing and stuff, so it could eventually lead to that. Once they do expect you to stay with the company for a bit, and I might even enjoy it and stay with the company for a bit, a couple of years, and then go and seek my fortune into the games design world kind of deal, hopefully. But it's just generally a pretty cool opportunity, and hopefully I will hear something back from them in the next couple of weeks. I think the one they're going to send me to is the Alfreton one, which would start at the end of this month, start of September. And the guy, the person who interviewed me said the guy who's just running that's currently on holiday, so it might be a week or two before I hear back from him, because they're going to send my stuff over to him. If he alright, this Simon guy, he sounds alright, let's get him for an interview, and I can hopefully nail that interview and get the position. If not, I keep on searching for stuff, and hopefully I'll find something else. I think that basically covers all that. I'm changing some stuff again. Basically, the tag videos that I've done, I don't care about numbers, but to me they didn't do terribly well. My vlogs generally don't do as good as my gaming videos, but generally I wasn't really enjoying doing them. I like doing this vlog style stuff, really like doing my discussion videos, so instead of doing like a tag video or Q&A video, I'm going to probably pump them back to just doing them at the special occasions, like hit XK views or whatever, or year anniversary, whatever, one of them type deals. And instead I'm going to add a second discussion video, just because sometimes I want to talk about something and it's like, oh yeah, I really want to talk about this, but it's going to be 2 weeks before I get the opportunity to do that, so I'll be able to just make the discussion video and then put it up whenever. I do have a plan on probably doing a discussion video on the latest game I've just played and beat through, which is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Fancy doing one just talking about that particular game and possibly comparing it to previous Assassin's Creed titles kind of deal. So yeah, I bought myself Black Flag to treat myself for graduating and stuff. It's a game that I really wanted to play for several months kind of deal, since it came out in, was it October or November, so pretty much since then. Well before then, because I read a bunch before it coming out, but since it came out I was like, I really want to pick this up, but I never sort of got it, so I was like, alright, that's already in game, 20 quid, bought it, and I played for it and beat it. So yeah, I'll probably do a discussion video on that next week. Again, simply because I'll probably just going to be away for a week in Norway, so that means my regular videos will be up once a day, but it'll be coming back next week, which means, because he generally dislikes me he dislikes me using the internet to upload videos, because our internet's terrible, so I basically use a lot of internet when I'm uploading, which means he doesn't get to play Roam and stuff and listen to music or whatever he does on the internet. So basically it means that my content will probably become patchy again next week, but it'll be only back for a week, and then he goes back on and goes back down south to do his stuff with the army down there. So basically this week I'll be banging out as many videos as I can. Usually it's one a day, because that's all I can do. I think I'll upload this today, the day I'm actually recording this on, and I might record some Batman later on. I bought my wired controller, tried to use my wireless one, but that wasn't working, so I bought specifically a wired controller so I can play Batman X other games in the future. using my wire controller, an Xbox 360 wire controller, because my controller wasn't working with Batman for some reason. I don't know. I used to work for Sonic and other games, but with me having a proper wire controller now, it should be easier for me just to, if the game requires a controller, be like plug it in and be wee, kind of deal. So yeah, so it'll be about a month till my next one, which I think will be just after I go and visit my dad, so I'll be able to talk about whatever I do at dad's, and hopefully anything else. I mean, kind of deal. So I'll see you guys then if you only watch my vlogs, or next week if you want to watch my next discussion video. I've kept Loot Crate. I said I might get rid of it, but I'm keeping it just because I really enjoy getting Loot Crates. It's basically a highlight of my month, and this month's themes is heroes. I'm really excited about that. I don't think I'm getting a t-shirt this time around, but a pop video figure like the Game of Thrones one I got with my first Loot Crate, so that's Ace, and it'd be hero themed, so hopefully it'd be something like Batman or Superman maybe, because that'd be pretty cool, or a Marvel hero like Thor. Yeah, I'm meant to be ending this. I'm good to end it. So yeah, I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.